This girl doesn't stand out. I won't learn anything from her. Weird girl. She's acting suspiciously, different from the rest. I'd better tail her discreetly. Maybe she knows where the missing girls are.
Are you here?
It depends on who is here. You got something to tell me?
I like the smell of lichen smoke.
Me too. What are you doing here? You could draw attention to us.
Wait, I wanted to warn you. A weird guy, a Technomancer I think, is asking everyone questions. He's very nosy. He's looking for you, talking about how he wants to catch those pimps you killed.
Shh, don't say anything. You know if he followed you?
I pay attention, don't worry. But I wanted you to be aware of what's going on. The Vori probably paid him to investigate.
A Technomancer? All right, listen. Thanks for the info, and get back to work quickly. I don't want you to have any problems. We'll take care of it. Yes.
I like the smell of lichen smoke.
Me too. You can come in.
Oh, you're the girls who went missing, right? Everybody thinks you were kidnapped. Killed, maybe.
Not everybody. Those scumbags who are exploiting us and those who are asking too many questions, that's all. We did what was necessary to get our freedom back. Nothing more.
And you're hiding now? You know that those assholes, as you like to call them, want you to resume work.
Listen, we heard how you kicked the Vori out of here, and to tell you the truth, it makes us very happy. Finally, someone ballsy enough to get rid of those leeches. We just couldn't keep living our lives like that, knowing each day we were selling our bodies, our dignity, to fatten those pigs. So we took back our freedom the only way we could. By force. We bled out the two pigs watching us. And now we're obliged to hide. Thanks to you, the Vori won't be coming back to piss us off anytime soon.
Wait, the Vori haven't been completely kicked out. I made a deal with Anton who proposed that his men return, provided they behave. And I can't break this deal.
We've got nothing against the big boss. Anyway, he's got other fish to fry instead of wasting his time with a bunch of whores who decided to take off. As you said, he's promised that his men will behave here. Nevertheless, the little grouch is a real scumbag. He only cared for his business. I can't tell you what he made us go through. The beatings, the threats, the rapes. We want him to pay for it. He's gotta die for what he did to us. If he dies, we'll be left alone. We'll finally be able to live as we wish. It'll be up to us, you see?
If I got this straight, you want me to kill him in order to avenge you for being tortured by him.
Yes. If not, we're likely to do it ourselves then. But he's strong and he has bodyguards. It won't be as easy as killing his minions.
Alright, I'll take care of it. One less scumbag on this planet, that won't hurt. And if Anton takes it badly, never mind.
Thank you, Mr. Mancer. Thank you so much.
Hey, the Mancer's back. Hell do you want?
It's about the girls who disappeared.
Yeah, fine. I hope that you took great care of the scumbag who smoked our buddies. You found the broads?
Actually, yes. And they're sending me to pay their debt. He's dead. It's over. You're free now.
Thank you. You can't imagine how much better we feel now. You hear that, girls? We're gonna be able to live finally.
Hi.
Hello. So, what did you learn?
I was able to get some answers for you.
Great. I knew you would. Go on, what did you find?
Keep names out of this. Be clear.
Of course. Our sources are always protected. Go on.
According to my source, the Army's reducing its troops by 50%, and the official reasons are the rising rates of desertion, the number of Technomancer arrests, and the shrinking size of the standing force during peacetime. But she says this doesn't explain everything, as many good officers and soldiers are being let go without reason, and replaced by members of the ASC. In fact, the fear is if the ASC attempted a coup today, the Army couldn't stand in the way because there are too many ASC entrenched in its ranks.
That's terrifying. And it's news that'll hit the hearts of people in this city. All the people with soldiers and their families, soldiers who fought hard, now being fired only to make room for spies. What else did you find out?
I talked to an expert on corporation politics who had first-hand knowledge about Aurora and us.
And how'd he say Abundance lost?
Aurora's troops were led by a general named Wisdom, who used Technomancers, and apparently they've got a lot more than we do, especially recently.
So Abundance arrests and detains you and your brothers, our greatest weapons, and fall because of it. Guess that's karma.
But what's more, they rallied the common people, recruited local and national militias who were feverishly motivated by the promise of gaining a voice on Aurora's council. Aurora became the first corporation to empower its people to fight. So while Aurora brought everyone together for the war, strengthening their numbers, Abundance fought weakened, bleeding their ranks, arresting its own Technomancers. Our army, well-trained and well-equipped as it is, didn't stand a chance. We lacked the Technomancers to lead the charge and the motivation of Aurora's militias to persevere.
That's incredible. By giving power to the people, Aurora all but assured its victory. The power of unification is real. And the self-sabotaging nature of our government ruled by paranoia and fear cost us the war.
I also talked to a mutant who heard about the camp breakout and the mutant who led it.
Fantastic. And?
The mutants in that camp were living in hell, day in and day out. They'd finally just had enough. So one day, a guard was beating on a mutant too tired to work. As much as the others pleaded, the guard wouldn't stop. So another mutant stepped in and hit him back. The guards threatened to kill 10 mutants in retaliation. And that lit the fuse. With the help of a prisoner from Aurora, the mutants got their hands on some tools, and the riot started. They weren't trying to escape. They just wanted the abuse to stop. But the way the guards reacted made the mutants fear that it would only get worse. So they got out, led by a mutant named Scum. It's now a bit of a legend among them.
And where'd they go?
I can't tell you that.
Fair enough. You need to protect your sources, right? Another story that people need to hear. It's what happens when you mistreat beasts long enough. Eventually, they'll turn on you. Thanks for all the information. Once I write the articles and get them out there for people to read, I think the people are gonna have a wake-up call about how different the truth is from the propaganda their government's feeding them.
Hope it makes a difference.
You and me both. But real change has to start with the truth. Hold on. I've got one more thing to ask of you, if I could. One more thing to really make sure we can ignite some change.
And what's that?
We put our news on the city walls. The man who's been doing it for us lives in the exchange. Getting there, though, has honestly gotten too dangerous for us.
So you want me to be your delivery man?
A deliverer of truth to those who have been starved of it, yes. If you would do that for us.
Yeah, I can do it for you. I'll see you later.
Trader, get him! Mineral consignments were delayed. We're really missing factories and workshops. Trader, get him!
Hello? I brought back some articles to hang around your city.
Then keep your voice down. Quiet. Tell our mutual friend that soon, these will be hanging on every other wall in the city.
How you gonna make that happen?
I'll make stencils of the text and then go around the city with volunteers and hit every wall we find. Soon, everyone in Ophir will know the truth.
Set up the exchange with that Aurora quartermaster if he was a complete stranger.
Some mutants aspire for freedom everywhere, Aurora included. When I learned that the quartermaster was looking to dispose of stocks of merchandise, I sent messengers.
Messengers? Mutant messengers? And he still took the messages seriously?
No, I paid humans, noble-looking ones, too. Plus, we have a few sympathizers over there, some of which are merchants who are always more than helpful, for a price.
I thought you didn't want Dandolo in the loop.
Indeed, I had to pay them. A lot. If there's any corporation you want to be heard talking about, just talk about Alliance. Avoid the others. Don't want to start anything.
Hey Zach, count on me if you need some help during the transaction. I've got real-life experience after all.
Phobos, if Dandolo finds out you're plotting behind his back,
He's my ally, Nisha, not my mother. Which means I don't have to tell him what I'm doing at every hour. I think that our negotiator's already there. He must be waiting for us below the shadow path. The hell? Who are you supposed to be? I'm here to meet up with some merchants.
Don't let what I'm wearing fool you. I'm the merchant you're looking for. Figured a disguise like this would help avoid attention.
Consider me fooled. I'm not interested in talking with the soldier. Goodbye. Someday, I will kill that madman.
Who is this mutant? Why did he kill the merchant?
Cain. He refused any type of relationship with humans, and I guess that is his way of showing me that he disagrees with my trying to do business with them. But he failed the negotiation I had been working on for months without even realizing that we need these weapons. Anyway, I guess I need to find another way to stock up.
Hello, Phobos.
Hello, Zachariah.
Tell me more about Cain.
Cain is a second-generation mutant. He saw his parents die from bad treatment, and he ran away. He was very young. He managed to survive with a group of former slaves hidden in the canyons. He is proud, self-centered, to such an extent that he can't bear the thought of owing anything to a human. You have no idea how much he hates you all. He is a born war leader, but his hatred is such that it makes him do awful things. And sometimes irresponsible acts. He is very popular among the group of mutants who can't come to terms with the suffering they went through. They want to make their executioners pay, and Cain tells them what they want to hear. If he manages to lead all the mutants, Mars will enter a very bloody era. There will be a lot of casualties on both sides.
All that work, all those negotiations, all for nothing. Your rival's an idiot, Phobos. All he seems to want to do is piss off humans. doesn't even seem to get it. Without humans, without Noctis, Mutant Valley's never gonna amount to shit.
I know that, and you know that, and he knows that. He just does not care. He'd rather die than rely on humans.
Listen to me. This idea that you need humans to survive, I can see how it can get annoying. But you have to admit that the other way around is true too. I know how hard it is to need someone who's treated you like dirt.
Now we're headed back to Aurora. This is the definition of insanity. Do you think they know how many times I've attacked them?
I'm really sorry, Zach. I'm sure Dandolo would have preferred to keep us all in Noctis. It makes me uncomfortable, but we can't keep Noctis under Victor's crosshairs. He wouldn't hesitate to wipe it off the face of Mars just to get his hands on you.
I don't know about that. Big Bad Victor is definitely a manipulative rat, but he's gonna have a lot of trouble wiping out a city like Noctis using a couple of harebrained schemes.
To think, after all these years, I'm forced to join the enemy. Disconcerting, to say the least.
I don't want to make light of a bad situation, but doctors and scientists are welcome there with open arms.
And pathetic drunks? How are they welcome?
Do the corporations differ all that much? I know you were raised to think so, but as a mutant, I only see humans bickering over petty squabbles. The differences don't matter now, especially since they're welcoming you with open arms. Supposedly, Technomancers are treated well.
Here's the truth. I know this transition's gonna be hard for you. Aurora may ask you to fight against your former corporation. You may end up on the battlefield against men and women you knew from before. At least there's no chance of coming up against an old Technomancer buddy, because they're all with you. Well, except for that Snake Allen. But that doesn't really matter, right?
What bothers me is that they're gonna commandeer my baby. I'm warning you, Zach. I like you, but if they try to take my rover, I'm out. So fucking out! It's me and my rover or nothing.
You down! You won't get away! The last fight before freedom, Zachariah!
Release him. Let him serve as our messenger. I hope, Zachariah, that you'll forgive this little charade. But it was a means to an end, necessary to ensure peace of mind, the safety of Noctis, and those who will now welcome you. The ASC now believes you uprooted yourself to Aurora, where they will never go looking for you. So, keep a low profile here, and you'll have nothing to fear. I hope that suits your needs. To send you to Aurora was never really an option. The political climate is not exactly conducive to a Technomancer. And here you have Phobos, who's offered to open the doors of his home to you. But I'll leave him to explain this better. Your brothers and sisters will follow you. Be well, Zachariah.
Like I got ripped off. Dandolo had planned everything from the start. The costumes, the rover repair, and he even let Victor settle down without a word. All of that just to organize a fake meeting.
What did I tell ya? A douchebag with real nice clothes is still a douchebag. Even though he totally fucked us over, I gotta say, what you just did back there, real classy. Victor the Dictor's probably having a little tantrum.
I'm glad you find it amusing, Amelia. Go south. My people's refuge isn't far away. But you have to know where to look, or you'd never be the wiser.
What's it like? Magical city hidden away in a floaty island or something?
Nothing like that. It's a valley, or perhaps more accurately, a crater. There is vegetation there unlike anywhere else. Surely something you've never seen before.
A secret place that's one of a kind? What the fuck are we waiting for?
I wonder, how does your valley, city, state, whatever you call it, work? How's the ecosystem? Do you all take turns farming? And is there a monarch? I mean, do you have princes? Or do you have a people's assembly, like Abundance?
We avoid centralizing power, so we have orators. Orators come from the people and speak for the people, and if majority rules, then the decision is accepted. As we get larger, we will need a chief, especially in times of conflict, but it will be up to the people to elect a candidate.
I'm used to not being welcome wherever I go, but this place, won't we be despised for who we are? After what they've all been through, the grudges they hold against mankind, are more than understandable. But I'm worried, Phobos. Will your support be enough to grant us safe passage?
I believe so, but I'll also need to ask for Scum's support. He's our best orator, so as long as he's on board, it won't be a problem.
Farewell, Noctis. I'm sorry to have to leave you this way.
I'm sorry, Nisha.
Stop. It's not your fault. It's Victor's. I just hope I can come home soon.
You can do your business here, but you cannot enter the valley. No human is allowed there.
There must be a way to make an exception.
Sorry, Phobos. You know that I respect you, but I am following orders. To be honest with you, it is for your friend's safety. I do not know how they would welcome them in there. Maybe if another speaker supported them.
I will go see Scum. I managed to see him. He offered me something. Scum is an important figure here, one of the great speakers. People listen to him. If he supports you, you will be able to get in without being lynched, but he wants you to prove yourself by helping a group of mutants. From what he hears, a group of mutants have escaped a labor camp. They have not arrived here, though, so he fears they have found trouble. We will need to find them and see what has gone wrong. Bring them safely to the valley, and you will not only earn their support, but Scum's as well. Quite the asset.
All right. Do we know how they were supposed to get here?
The shortest and safest route to take is the canyon, right here.
Let's go see what happened to them.
I am sorry. I know you were hoping to settle in, but it's just a formality, I assure you.
You seem pretty uncomfortable.
A little, yes. When Dandolo asked me to take you in because Noctis was in danger, I immediately accepted. But now I realize things won't necessarily be that simple. Many of us are having trouble setting aside the anger we feel towards humans.
I can understand that.